Hello everyone, this is Olivia from Das Tarot. I'm going to be doing a bonus energy reading. However, current energy. The current energy reading. I did one a while ago. It was pretty intense and I'm not sure if I'm going to post it or not. I would like to, but I don't want to. We'll see. Let's just see. I'll label it as number 1 and this will be number 2. But let's go ahead and just get started. Now the energy readings are for everybody because it doesn't designate one specific zodiac sign over another. So we just read the cards straight up for their energy, not so much for their personality, which we can both, I guess. So what is the current energy above us? Is there something that we need to be made aware of for all of us, the masses? What energy is there for us that we need to be aware of? All right. Ooh, anxiety is leaving. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's the diminishing of this energy where somebody might have been overthinking something, causing headaches, having bad dreams. The Knight of Wands. This is probably all of us. And maybe we're starting to feel that energy where finally with spring coming, it just feels like things are going to start opening up better. We can go outdoors more. We can, maybe start not wearing, protective gear and stuff. Maybe it's just going to be a little bit different. Maybe the anxiety is starting to diminish because we all feel that way. It's time to get out and take a break and just run free. Just run free. Don't overdo it though. Don't overdo it. Don't over party either. Do not do. It's fun to celebrate when we're able to get out and be free for a while, or forever, I hope. But let's just say that this energy is saying that just be cautious that you don't go overboard. And this is like saying don't go overboard here either. Yes, it's good to be free from that energy of being stuck all the time, right? It's time for this to be eliminated. Oh, the Empress. This to me can be like Mother Earth. Mother Earth is somebody that she has birthing pains. Maybe even Mother Earth is starting to feel a relief with a spiritual dove landing near her or around her. Maybe she's starting to see things. Maybe the spirit is landing to let her be aware that something's changing. And to me, it would be more of a positive change. And maybe this is kind of the energy we've all been feeling where we feel stuck. There's no way out. We can't even get outside and enjoy a good, we have to be careful where we even travel to some degree. And this is just us not being happy in our normal self of being. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't even celebrate. There's nothing to really celebrate. But I have a feeling this Mother Earth is going to have something to tell us here. Yeah, see, we're all feeling that little out of balance. And it's because, think about it. I mean, physically, I don't move that much in my home, When I'm outside, of course, I'm doing stuff, but it's not the same. It's not the same. So this is just an imbalance of emotions. But that's okay. It's okay to let all that imbalance, and it's like a lesson that we're going to learn, is what I feel. There's a lesson for all of this that happened for a reason. We're learning lessons. It ain't very pleasant, but there's going to be a new way of life, I think. Here, let's see. This is a new life. It's going to be a different world. The Seven of Swords is here for deceitfulness or some kind of theft. And maybe we all feel that way too. I mean, think about it. What all has been taken away from us? Our ability to travel is limited. I mean, it's not something you want to risk because we don't know what's going to happen. And, we keep getting the news that, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We feel robbed. We feel robbed of who we are, our ability to be the way that we like to be. The King of Wands in reverse. Even the King of Wands is in reverse. Boy, this is... Oh, okay, so this is... The Empress is ruled by Taurus. And the Chariot is Cancer. And the King of Wands in reverse... Well, first of all, this is ruled by Cancer and Leo. When they are in reverse, they are not following their true path in life, and they know it. It's like they're born with that idea that they know what they're supposed to do in their life, but for some reason, they're topsy-turvy. It's because of all that we've been going through. This isn't about just one person. This is about all of us. All of us. I feel this is the most this is the most powerful card on the board so far. It's a birth. It's a new idea, a new blessing. She gives beauty to everything. There's going to be a big change here. It's going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. The Five of Cups, see? We've been down, depressed, wallowing in our sorrow that, we're not able to go visit family as easily as we've been able to. There's limits, Two of Wands. Travel. Not being able to see the people that we love as much as we'd like to, not traveling. Now, the Two of Wands does talk about traveling, but in the reverse it does say there's going to be a bit of a delay. So don't think that this isn't going to happen, because there's just going to be a delay before we can really start moving and traveling more. And feeling safe about doing it. Even if it means flying, taking a train or a bus or whatever, we'll feel safer about it. Don't rush into it. Oh, and then here's the one. The Hermit. Now this is the energy of Virgo. This energy talks about going within ourselves to learn and discover who we are. We're gonna get a restart, a new life. It's gonna be different than what we've had. It's going to be different than what we've been used to. It's going to change. This is asking us each of us to go deep within ourselves and discover who we really are. And I mean, do it in a serious and a deep way. Are you happy where you are? Are you doing what you want to do? Does your heart feel, does your soul feel like it's singing whenever you do something special? That's the thing you should follow. Whatever that might be. It might be traveling, it might be work, it might be some kind of special project. The Knight of Swords is also ready to get going. The Knight of Swords, this talks about somebody that comes in to help other people. People are going to get stumbly. Think about it. It's almost like we're coming out of the cave and we're like, oh, the sun is so bright. I mean, I'm exaggerating this, of course, but it's that kind of energy where we need to readjust ourselves. And this is somebody that's going to come in and give us a little spark of light and hopefully be able to tell us something that we need to know that's going to be good. A knight in shining armor that only speaks the truth. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. This talks about financial strife. Haven't we all lost a job? But we'll see. What do we get? All right, I'm going to start I know I went over that kind of fast. And you know what? Let me go ahead and clarify. I do want to clarify. I mean, I kind of get it, but I want to make sure that you guys do. Sometimes I know it and you guys don't, because I don't tell you. Not that I don't mean to. It's just, so, with the releasing of anxiety in the Knight of Wands, he had to wait for some kind of decision before he could take off. And apparently there's a decision somewhere that's been made. So let's see what that is. And also fast energy and fast energy. This is out of balance though. So be careful if you are traveling. You might go off on the side of the road. The Ace of Swords. There's something here that's not being revealed and told. Somebody's either lying about something or they're not revealing some kind of truth. And what's bad about it is they're not really doing it. They're not helping themselves by keeping something. By either you're not it's like this energy is not being held as long as there's no truth that's being spoken. Maybe that's got something to do, you know, the aces are, you know, from the divine. Maybe there's some truths that we don't all know yet, and maybe there's something hidden. Oh, the High Priestess in reverse. Now this is talking about something has been revealed, and I kind of wonder if it's not, we've been robbed. We've all felt like we've been robbed of our jobs. Maybe some of us have lost our homes. Maybe it's that kind of energy, and that's all been revealed to us because we had to live through it. That's why there's no celebration, no joining together with family and friends. It's just not possible right now. In most, I'm not saying all over the world, but in some places, there's been an uneven balance here of some sort. There's some kind of the Six of Pentacles is inequality. There hasn't been a fairness. Is this like saying that this Empress is one of the rich and they don't need to worry as much as we've had to? They haven't gone through what we've been through, and that's what it feels like. It feels like they're more equally receiving, and they're taking it from us. I still want to see her as the birth of something. There's a change coming. There's a change, a spiritual change. Okay. The Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit. Yeah, we all feel hurt. We all feel that pain that we've all had to go through. It's not good. A lot of sorrow. Sorrow and sorrow. Maybe it's over the loss of family members that we've lost to this event in our lives now. Maybe there's something about that where there's some people we won't be able to go and visit because we maybe have lost those people. Because this kind of talks about a death. So does this one. The Two of Wands with the Seven and the Hermit. It's a breakup of a family. We have lost family members. We have. This Four of Cups is a stable family, a stable home where people would join and have celebrations, but it's in reverse, which tells me it's now, there's no stability here anymore. There's nothing that to be celebrated about. No celebration, and no celebration. It's like, we really need to get out of this, don't we? I hope something changes quick. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, this is saying that there's no faith. There's a lot of people that don't have faith anymore. They realize that any faith we have, it's going to have to come from within ourselves and not through a spiritual being. This was in the other reading, by the way, except they were both in the upright. I'm probably going to post both of them because it's similar to some degree. There's a lot of, on this particular reading, it just seems like there's a lot more hurt, a lot more realizing what we've been through. Are we going to be able to just walk out the door and shake it off and start all new? No, I don't think so. I still believe there's going to be, and maybe the unfairness is going to be the changes that we're going to have to go through with this new birth. This is somebody that births ideas, not only children. Whatever the change is, we're probably not going to be very happy with it. Because, first of all, we've not felt the fairness of it since this all happened. Like I said, of all the things that we've had to go through, the losses, the jobs, the homes, the, not being able to see family members and such. All of that has to, that's been hard. It's been hard. Myself personally, I was just about to take a trip by flying in February of last year. And that I had to stop because the people, my sister I was going to go visit, no, you're not coming, there's a virus out there. And I didn't even know anything about it. So she saved me, perhaps. Anyway, let's get some oracle cards. I want to see what is it that we have to look forward to. Did we learn our lessons? Are we learning our lessons still about this whole situation? And is it going... This looks so down compared... Well, I'll just tell you about it later. Speak the language of love. Loving words have power to change lives, including your own. And I do believe that the reason, and I don't mean to be condescending like I know it all, because I don't, but to me it almost feels like we had the opportunity during this lockdown stuff that we were supposed to be learning how to love ourselves so that we could easily love others. Because if you really look back, I don't know how old most of you are, but even your parents or what have you, things were a lot more loving than they are now. Now it's almost like, we're all each out for our own thing and not including those that we love. And is there a such thing as love anymore? I think the divine was trying to wake us all up to say, this is what you need to start thinking about. You need to speak the language of love. Because it's not, if you look at these cards, there's no cups. Oh, there's some spilled ones here and this one spilled. There's no cup of love here. It's like we were individual survivors. We each individually felt like we had to do it ourselves. That there was no something that we could rely on. Okay. Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. To me, this is like go through the transformation, or go through reviewing within yourself who you are, who you truly are. And then once you've unveiled that, or once you've transformed yourself, then unveil your gifts. I believe once you start to realize that you love yourself first before you can love others, it's like it opens you up internally, your heart, your spirit, your soul. Once you start learning who you truly are and loving yourself, then you'll be able to receive gifts from the divine. It's like a blessing. It's like a gift of a blessing for opening yourself up. Soul's journey. Oh my God. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And I kind of wonder, like with the readings, and I said this in that first video, it's like there were so many divorces and separations and people not loving each other, couples, and it's like, it's getting old. But it's because we need to wake up and we need to learn who we are first before we can love others. And the death and the rebirth is probably this here. Because this is kind of like, this isn't necessarily a death, but there's going to have to be a death in order for there to be a beginning, a new beginning. And then let's get one from the Spirit deck. Indecision. Indecisions would be this lie or this holding back. Or maybe some of us are just simply going to not be able to make the decision to learn to go within ourselves and learn to open our hearts back up again. You know? His heart chakra is wide open. Learning to love themselves. We need to make sure that that's what we choose to do. Because otherwise you'll just be doing what it says here in the card. On this path, it's unknown. Well, are you going to take that path? That one's unknown. In other words, it's like saying, learn who you are and then the path will be shown to you. Alright, that's just me speaking. Alright, it's an interesting reading. It's similar, but not quite really. So I may go ahead and post both. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, you guys, thanks for being patient and listening to me. Thanks for watching. Namaste.